Hello, family! Love is my religion. Woohoo! Love is my religion. Here we are. Ziggy Marley.
You can take it or leave it, or you don't have to believe it.
Hello, beautiful family. Hello. It's good to be here with you today. Ziggy Marley reminding us that love is my religion, baby. Love is my religion. How are we doing, family? It's good to be with you here today on this beautiful day. And we've got so much to share with you. Woohoo. First of all, I'm just fixing my system here again. Hello, chat room. Happy Sunday, April. Awesome. Hello, Dee. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Erin. Hello, beautiful. Byron Bayshire is in the house. Lynn. Hello, Lynn. And hello, Natalie. And hello, Laura. And Charlita. And Benjamin. And Tanya. And Jenaline. And Clara from Sweden. Oh, she's in France now, Clara. Woohoo. She's biking in Europe. Fantastic. Dov Vesano, my beautiful brother from Israel. Shalom. And Christina. And William. And Miguel. And Michelle. And Kimberly. And Chris. Wow, family. Wow, what a gathering. I am getting excited over here. This is fantastic. I wore the uniform today, as you can see. The uniform for the new moon solar eclipse. As Bitcoin is now licking the bottom of the dip. And we are about to start rising. Hello, Stefan, hermano. Hola. And Shalom Inbar. And hello, Stephanie. And hello, Tabitha. Wow, this is fantastic. This is really, really cool. Everyone's here together. And hello, Bridget. Hello, Miss Moose. Woohoo! So let's get there. Woohoo! Love is our religion, yeah? There we go. Woohoo! Oh my God, I said, love is my... Hello, Chloe. How is your reception? Because YouTube is indicating there is some hiccups here. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, the reason why I want to make some things clear is because... Oh, good, we're back. Cool. The reason why I want to make things clear is because there was a bit of a weird attention in the last few hours after I announced that we have a wonderful event that is happening in our community. Most of you know... Maya, Gidi, Shalom Gidi from South Africa is in the house. Fantastic. So we've got France, we got South Africa, we got Israel, we got Australia, all over. Excellent. So I want to make something clear. This today I've announced to the community and to our collective community, hello Peter, welcome Peter, that we have been really blessed by the kindness and the good heart of Calibre Brown. And the thing is that I've been working with Calibre Brown over the last 3 years. They are my main direction source where I send people to, people who contact me and inquire about cryptocurrency and about Bitcoin. I've always recommended Calibre Brown as the best place to go to. And there are many reasons why they are the best place to go to. First of all, you get the best service ever because you get a personal broker that is assigned to you. And then you have someone to talk to, you have someone to hold your hand, you have someone to guide you if you need it, on top of me being here for you. Second thing is that through Caleb, you have exposure to a vast liquidity over all the markets. So it's really a great place to be in times when you need to buy or to sell or to get something that you really, really want. They have the access to that. The third thing, in my eyes, they are the safest, that they have no user interface. They are a brokerage. It's not like an exchange where people log in and out. So they are honestly the safest just because of that alone, leave alone the service that they are utilizing and the high grade of service they're aiming to basically to offer to the public. And so over the last 3 years, I've guided many people to Calibre Brown, and I've supported them a lot. And they have suddenly, Jeff, my main brother there, he contacted me last week and he said that Calibre Brown really, really love our community, and they think that our community is awesome, and they found that it's right to give away some gratitude back to our community. And so they've basically, out of their good heart, offered a total of 5,000 Australian dollar gift to Healing the Light to distribute into our community. And so tonight I'm gonna start with that. So I just want to make sure you understand it's not a raffle, it's nothing this, there's no ticket sold, there is no pay me and you'll get this, there's nothing like that. This is just a good offering to our community, to our community members, which has been going on through the journey with me over the last year, if less, if more, and have basically opened an account with Calibre Brown, have dealt with Calibre Brown or not. Just it's enough to have an account with Calibre Brown and to be a part of our community, and that's just a good offering. So I'm just making sure that the system understand that. There is nothing here, there is not kosher, put it like that. It's very, very simple. It's just an offering. And so tonight I'm going to do, I found like online this name aggregator thing that I've put all the Patreon community names in it. And we're going to click a button and we're going to see which name comes up. And, 10 of our community members tonight will be rewarded these gifts of Bitcoin out of the goodwill of Calibre Brown. So, yeah, thank you to Calibre Brown. We love you dearly, and we will keep on supporting you and being a part of your world as well. I hope that everything goes well with the live stream. I can see there's some hiccups. Remember that Mercury is retrograde, so, we're doing pretty okay. But if things happen, we just have to be patient. And that's about that. Now, why is it exciting time to deal with Bitcoin anyway? Obviously, because of this kind of awesome concept, we start in the live stream today of talking about crypto and Bitcoin. And first of all, this weekend has been a very exciting weekend in the crypto world, and today has been the highlight of the highlights, where the president of El Salvador have announced that they will basically treat Bitcoin as a legal tender. Woohoo! Woohoo! The first country in the world to recognize Bitcoin as a legal tender, not as a capital gain tax, not as property, not as asset. Legal tender meaning like a currency. So El Salvador will basically now accumulate Bitcoin into their national reserve. They will treat Bitcoin as a currency. The taxation around it will be different. That organically will draw a lot of crypto enthusiasts and crypto industry into El Salvador. They are very smart, what they have done today, and many countries will follow very, very quick. The famous saying is that no one wanted to be last, and then no one wanted to be first, and then no one wants to be last. It's like any trend, as soon as some guys decide that something is cool, everyone want to do it too. And so the fact that El Salvador has announced that today is very exciting. And it's very powerful. And I just want to touch base with the chat again because it's flying over there. Hello, Brioni. Hello, Pala from Byron. Hello, Roll King. Hello, Crisel. Hello, Hector Hermano. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, David Fratello. And hello, Van der Pol, the tribe, the family from Geelong area. Awesome. Giddy from South Africa spoke to Joe Biden. He doesn't want any Bitcoin. That's good for us. We want Joe Biden not to want any Bitcoin because then we can buy more. So that's good for us. Whoever doesn't want to buy Bitcoin is just going to be left behind, people. Roll King, Kylie B, and Do, and Texas as well. Yeah, Texas is also a great place for crypto. And Panama and Portugal. Catherine, hello Catherine and Barat, hello Barat and Rukshika, and yes, please hit the like button on the YouTube, give us some attention, give us some love, and subscribe to our channel and press on the bell icon so you'll be notified when things happen. I'm just fixing all kind of things here so I can do it for us. And on top of that, please join our Patreon community. We have an awesome community online, and we are holding space for each other on many aspects of life. We have a chat room for cryptocurrency. We have a chat room for astrology and spiritual guidance and emotional support. We have a chat room for some festival fun. We have a chat room for our own kind of inner economy of promoting our services and what we do. So yeah, we have a chat room for gardening even. So yeah, there's lots of things to tune in and to have fun, on top of the fact that our community will receive this coming Thursday the sound healing meditation for the new moon solar eclipse, baby. I don't believe we will be able to practice this in physical presence, if you know what I mean, because we're still in lockdown 4.0. And so the solar eclipse doesn't necessarily indicating that this liftoff will come. Because we are also going towards the square of Uranus with Saturn, and Saturn represents restrictions and changes that we don't really want. It's going to be interesting, but I'm not planning, unfortunately, on being able to open our business this week. And so the community will receive the new moon solar eclipse sound healing meditation through our Patreon. And that's about that. Who else has joined us? Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany. And Alexandria and the family. And Giddy, you are just mumbling, jumbling the chat room, Giddy. All right. So this weekend, I want to share this with you. Let's put this up. This is a tweet that was released today from this beautiful guy. And it was done this weekend. There was the Bitcoin 2021 conference in Miami. And usually this is the conference where a lot of headlines coming from, a lot of things happen there. All the names, all the big people in crypto, all the enthusiasts, all going there. And there's always stuff coming out of there. And the headline of El Salvador came today, right towards the end of this conference. So I think it's really important. It's kind of a long thing. I'm not going to play it all, but it's pretty cool to kind of be able to see. So now, there we go. Pay attention. This is from Bitcoin 2021 conference in Miami, which you can find on YouTube as well. And there we go. Enjoy.
And we were onboarding 20,000 Salvadorans a day, and most of them didn't have bank accounts. And boy, the remittance was free. Remittance was instant. Lightning Network works, man. The Lightning Network works. And in real time, we were improving the GDP of the country. And so then I got a message on behalf of the president of the country. And he wanted to talk. And I called my dad. It's going to piss my pants. But we talked. This guy's name is Yusuf. And we talked about life. We talked about anime. Talked about how to provide a high quality of life to everyone in the world, about financial inclusivity, about human freedoms and where we lost them and how we can reinstill them. We talked about the world we want to live in and the fact that we build the tools that shape the world that we end up living in. And I met more of the government. I became friends with the security guards. It's a big rifle. And they dropped some really heavy stuff on me. Over 70% of the active population in El Salvador doesn't have a bank account. They're not in the financial system. They had a huge problem of financial inclusivity and providing their citizens with basic human freedom. And so they asked me to help write a bill, and that they viewed Bitcoin as a world-class currency, and that we needed to put together a Bitcoin plan to help these people and give them hope and give them a quality of life and that you can live where you're born in, you don't have to leave, and when you send money home, they're not going to take fucking half of it.
Uranus in Taurus, the young generation has come to change the world, people.
And I worked really hard, and I lived there, and I got to know the community, and I made friends that I hope will be at my wedding someday. And so, with all that being said, I'd like to invite now someone I've spent some time with to share a message.
My name is Nayib Bukele, and I'm president of El Salvador. Great ideas are beautiful and have great power. But like most beautiful things, they can also be more fragile than we think. When I was a kid, we thought about the future and we were delighted by its possibilities. We couldn't wait for it to happen and be part of its creation. But now, ask almost anyone what they think about the future and they will say something along the lines of nuclear war, climate catastrophe, hunger, pestilence, the death of life. We didn't take care of the beautiful idea that we create our own future, that we as humanity can do almost anything that we imagine. Our ingenuity, what separates us from other species. In El Salvador, we are trying to rescue this idea and start the design of a country for the future, using the best ingredients that makes us who we are, while using sensibility to find the best examples of ideas from history and around the world. I believe Bitcoin could be one of these ideas. That is why next week, I will send to Congress a bill that will make Bitcoin a legal tender in El Salvador. In the short term, this will generate jobs and help provide financial inclusion to thousands outside the formal economy. And in the medium and long term, we hope that this small decision can help us push humanity at least a tiny bit into the right direction. I enter politics to leave a legacy for my country. And while doing it, and by working with like-minded people, maybe we can help create a legacy for the world.
Viva El Salvador, viva! This is pretty amazing, pretty amazing, pretty amazing. I don't want to play all of it, it's very long. But as you can see, this is heart-touching, people. This is a man, a young man in his early 20s, walking on the stage of one of the biggest conferences of cryptocurrency in the world, and talking about the fact that the president of his country has contacted him to save his country for the benefit of all the people. Now, this is what I've been predicting for 3.5 years. This is Uranus in Taurus. It is the younger generation using technological innovation, digital money, cryptocurrency, brilliant, revolutionary, breaking free from the confinements of the old monetary system into a new liberated system, which is the age of Aquarius. Community, unity consciousness, oneness, equality, decentralization, no one in control, everyone in control of themselves, and the system is serving everyone equally. This is why I believed in Bitcoin since the first moment I found it in the stars. And so this is mind-blowing and this is amazing. And this kind of presidents, this kind of leaders are the leaders that we need more of in the world. How he can just put himself out there and speak in such a futuristic way, in such a revolutionary way for his country, which he has to because El Salvador is in the crap for many years. As you saw, 70% of El Salvador is not even on the banking system. El Salvador was one of the first countries that the communities that started bartering with Bitcoin between them because they don't have a bank account. And so this is why I believe in Bitcoin. Not for greed. It's nothing greedy. It's nothing materialistically based. It's the most spiritual, the spiritual sovereignty of giving the people the freedom, the financial freedom to live in dignity, not to be suppressed anymore, to have the ability to create a future for themselves. Every man around the world who has a mobile phone has the same chance like the Wall Street broker. That's what I love it. Because the young person in the middle of Africa, or in El Salvador, or in Mongolia, or in some dormant village left and forgotten in time and space because they just dumped them, they have a chance in the same way the American boy has, in the same way the man from France has. And that's why I love it so much. And if anyone ever questioned why am I talking about Bitcoin, if I'm spiritual, if I'm a meditator, if I'm a healer, here is my answer for you. It's about healing. It's about empowerment. It's about freedom. It's about giving all the people that got abused and suppressed for hundreds and centuries to finally find the ability to reclaim their power and reclaim their freedom and reclaim their sovereignty back. And so this is amazing. This is fantastic. And I'm so happy. And Viva El Salvador. Well done. Well done. And the more countries do that, the better we will be. And so when you see something like that, if you think that Bitcoin doesn't have a part in the future, then really, you really need to do more homework. Because this is the president of El Salvador. It's more than just a bunch of cyberpunks or hippies or whatever, or crystal ball tellers or whatever, you know? Yeah, so this is very exciting. And if we're already kind of talking about all that, then let's see what's up with us with Bitcoin. Very shortly, we're going to look for a moment now on the weekly chart, which we looked in the past, and you can see this is why I told you I don't buy Bitcoin. I'm not buying Bitcoin because they're going to go down. Here we went down, 50% down, beautiful, a bit more, 55%, and we're holding now on the EMA line. That is absolutely beautiful. You see, very good. Now we're going to have like a bit of a whoop, and then sloop, and we're off for the races. So in the big picture, everything is on track. This correction is fantastic. It's exactly what we needed. Reminding you, we went from 3,800 to 65,000 in a matter of in a matter of 13 months. So 13 months rise, non-stop. This is good for us. This is healthy. If we look at the monthly, big picture as always, can we drop all the way here? Yes, we can. But it doesn't necessarily have to happen right away. June would be, June I believe will be a red candle. We don't know if it will be red or green, but most likely we will climb up to the area of 50 or 52, somewhere here. And maybe in July I believe we'll have another drop. So maybe in July we will touch this line. But by then the line will continue to rise. So we might meet it around here. So can we kind of drop further today? Let's see. Let's go to the daily. This is the dip, people. How long do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days. This is the dip. Don't try, when you meet me, it's like, is the dip still coming? This is the dip. That's what we call a dip. Dip. And a nice, yummy, juicy dip. And now we're kind of like cooling down. We're kind of coiling because this coiling down of 19 days is slowing down a massive slop that kind of like took us really like big time downwards, right? So now, most likely we're going to rise anywhere between, anywhere between here, 52. That would be my guess. The biggest one could be potentially around 56, maybe 57. What is this candle? Yeah, 58,000 will be the absolute max, I will say, over the next few weeks. And there is a lot of astrological support, which I'm going to share with you. So you see, you always start, when you look into crypto, you always start from the big picture. You want to get the picture where we are. Is this a good price? In the big picture, yes, it is. Can it go lower? Yes, it can. So it's a personal decision what each one of you choose to do, but I can tell you that our community has bought the dip, including myself, because that's what you do when you get a chance, when you get an opportunity. So then you go weekly, and then you go down to the daily and say, okay, so this looks pretty good, so let's go down to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, how does it look like? You see, this was the bottom, 30,000 for 1 minute, literally. This was 31,111. And this was 33,379. So there's higher lows here. You see, this is what we say, higher lows, higher low, low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Can we drop further? Not for sure. But if so, I'll say, 34, 33, maybe 32. Yeah, what is this candle? Let's see. 33,380 US dollars, people. I'm talking US dollars. 34,000 and 33,500. So anywhere between 33,500 and 34.5 is potential if we will go down there. But with this kind of news, people, with this kind of news, we could easily now just kind of do a boom, see you later, everyone. So you never know. If you wait too long, you might miss it. If it's gonna go $3,000 less from here or $5,000 less from here, in the big picture, it's still a good price, okay? So this is my take on Bitcoin. If you're waiting to buy the dip, this is a good area in my personal opinion. We could go down further to the 28,000 or 25,000. I don't believe it will happen now. I don't believe. Not astrologically as well. I believe that more, it's going to be more about, I believe we kind of, now we've bottomed, and now with the astrology that's coming over the next 2 weeks, and with all these headlines, I believe we'll have a nice rise, and then we'll have a bit of a correction down in July. Personally, I believe that end of July, beginning of August, Bitcoin is taking off. But until then, we're just going to keep on moving like that. So if you haven't bought the dip now, if you don't have money, save some money for July. You get a chance. If you bought it in, now let go of the expectation of it going to the moon tomorrow. Doesn't work like that. Slow and steady wins the race. Patience, it's a long term. We're not here for quick fix money. We're not here for gambling. We're not here for any of that. We're here for long-term safety and security first. Remember, Bitcoin is your safe hedge. Bitcoin can be looked at as a safe hedge against those things that come soon our way. So, if you need some more kind of guidance, some more things, one last thing I'll share with you about the crypto is that you can go to Healing the Light website, and over here you will see that this is where you join us on the social media on YouTube. This is for our Patreon community. This is to book a crypto coaching session if you need to. I'm here for that, to guide people to know how to do things right. If you need me, I'm here for you. And this is for sound healing meditation and private healing sessions. At the moment, we're doing them online. So if you're in need of some assistance, of some guidance, of some remote healing, please contact us. This is where you can make donation. If you ever feel like donating and giving back to us, it will take you straight to our crypto donation page, which you can donate out of your crypto. Calibre Brown, of course, is our first recommendation, the brokerage. And when you press on the exclusive offer here, you'll get the sign up now and you'll get the 3.5% instead of 4.5 to 5%, which is to the public. Then here you've got all the Australian exchanges that you can kind of use to your benefits. If you use our links, obviously it supports us and it's well appreciated and loved over here. A bit of global exchanges if you wish to. We've got all the main ones here. There's more, but if you want to use them, they're good. And here comes your wallet section where you can buy your hardware wallet. Ledger and Trezor are the main recommended ones, but KeepKey, Alipal are also good ones. And over here you've got accessories, BlockFi, where you can earn your interest on your wallet staking deposits. Bill Fodder is for your protection and your safety, having a metal disc backup for your 24 words phrase and a Faraday bag that protects your wallet from EMF. Ivan on Tech Education, fantastic guy, very knowledgeable, can teach you a lot about crypto if you want to become a crypto technician or a crypto programmer or whatever crypto you want to be. Crypto.com with a credit card, debit card, where you can utilize your crypto card for your purchases. Coin tracking is if you are in crypto and you need to do your tax reports and all kind of calculating your portfolio, buy, sell orders. It's a fantastic software where you can put all your data and do all the work for you. And Travel by Bit is a place where you can book hotels and accommodations and things like that with crypto. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And now, in order to finish this, let's do that draw thing. Yeah? Shall we? Yes, we shall. So I'm going to find this. There it is. I found this. We're going to put it on this screen. And I've put all the names of our Patreon community on it. Yeah, there we go. It's called a Giga Calculator, random name picker. So I put all the name here, right? And let's put 10 names. 10 names that will come up. Can I get a drum roll, please? Let's see. Where are we? Just a second. Here we are. Can we get a drum roll, please? So this is the giveaway of today. We're gonna give gifts of $200 worth of Bitcoin to 10 members of our community. And yeah, let's see who that be. May the force be with you, and whoever that be happy and joyful. And if you didn't win, don't worry, we're gonna do more next week as well. So now let's do it. Ready, set, go. Boom. Let's see what comes up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got Claire, we've got Dana, we've got Natalie, we've got Deidre, we got Ali Van Wichen, we've got Carmela Lazaro, we got Andre Johnson, we got Debbie Brillman, we got Shufan, and we got Miss Moose. Woohoo! So Miss Moose, Shufan, Debbie, I'm going to copy that so I'll have it with me. There we go. Claire, Dana, Natalie, Deidre, Ellie Van Wichen, Carmela Lazaro, Andrea Johnson, Debbie, Shufan, and Miss Moose. Those are our winners tonight. Yay! Awesome! Congratulations! $200 worth of Bitcoin coming to you. I will organize that for you, and we will contact you and let you know how that's going to happen, basically. So thank you very much to Calibre Brown for gifting our community this beautiful gift of gratitude for all the journey that we had until now. Okay, so, and chat room is happy. Fantastic. Awesome. Miss Moose is saying, I never won anything. Well, there you go, baby. There you go. And William Duffy is happy, and good for you winners from Natalia and Erin. Awesome. Everyone's happy for everyone the way it should be. That's a beautiful community we have. That's why I love our community so much. So much sharing, so much supporting, so much love to share in our community. Well done to us, people. Well done to us. Now, I'm searching for myself here because there's a lot of windows open. That was the crypto section. And now, basically, we shall move back into our astrology. Let's go into our energy. So, energy. Let me fix one more thing here on the screen. Help. There's lots of things to talk about because this week we're having a new moon solar eclipse, baby. A new moon solar eclipse. It's a big thing. It's a very big thing. And the new moon solar eclipse is basically all about new beginnings. If a new moon is a new monthly beginning, then a new moon solar eclipse is a big new beginning. The cool thing to know is that the new moon is when the moon passes between the sun. Actually, I'm going to show it to you. The moon is passing between the sun and the earth. And so the moon is blocking, the moon basically will be blocking the sight of the sun, but it's only an annular solar eclipse. It's not a full eclipse. And so, just a second, I'm just fixing something. So we're not going to see it fully. Actually, in Australia, we're not going to see it at all. We had the full moon eclipse. We can't be greedy. Full moon eclipse on the south node, which is happened to be here where we are on the southern hemisphere. And the solar eclipse is on the north node, which is right now. The eclipse will be visible. Pay attention. If you remember, last time we had solar eclipse, I gave you the path of the eclipses, and I told you pay attention to what's going to happen there. And that was all the area of Pakistan and India and China. And basically we had a lot of Taiwan. And then we had all the China-Taiwan concept, and the China, and the dam was filling up there, which that's still going on, by the way. It's still going on. It might be that China is up for a bit of some unpleasant experience because all the rivers in China apparently are nearly full, and they are now entering the flood season. So yeah, that's going to affect a lot. But also a lot happened there between Pakistan and India and China and Taiwan. There's been a lot going on there. Now, this new moon solar eclipse is actually going to happen above. I'll tell you exactly. It's going to happen above. Where did I write it down? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Greenland. Interesting. Northeast Canada. which is very interesting because we know Canada has been in the headlines globally for the last few months because they've been really, really kind of active with all the lockdowns and da-da-da-da-da. And then we also have the Arctic Ocean and the far east side of Russia. That's where the eclipse is going to happen. Now, this is very interesting because those of you who are not aware, over the last, I'll say, 5-10 years, there's been quite a few stories coming around the North Pole. There's been a lot of activity around the North Pole between all the countries that are neighboring it, which is Canada, Greenland, Sweden, who else? Russia, Norway, and I'm not sure who else. But basically, there's a lot of natural gas resources in the Arctic Oceans. And so over the last 5-10 years, all the countries started to kind of show up some territorial kind of, almost like Russia even went, I think, and they put a flag in the bottom of the Arctic Ocean, like the moon landing kind of thing. And so there is a bit of interesting thing around that. I would say that could be a potential reason for triggers in that region around natural resources. The other thing is that, with Uranus in Taurus, we are constantly aware of the fact that some extreme weather phenomena can happen. So, there's a lot of things going on there as well. We'll see what will happen. Greenland, after all, is the place of the icebergs. And so are we expecting some big news around the icebergs of Greenland or something like that? I don't know. We will see. But that is a potential. And so that will be the path of this new moon solar eclipse, basically. Now, I don't know how you've been this week. First of all, I hope everyone's doing okay. We're in lockdown and it's not fun for many people. For some people it's fun, for some people it's not fun. But hopefully you're taking it in the best way you can. Hopefully you've learned from the previous times how to maintain yourself and how to stay positive and raise your vibration and stay, in that kind of healthy vibration. I hope you're all eating well, drinking well, taking your supplements, going out for a walk, and just doing whatever you can, really. That's all we can do. But yeah, while you're in lockdown, this energy of this time, we're in Mercury retrograde, we're in eclipse season, and Gemini season is drawing us inwards into our local environment, into our local neighborhood, local house, 5Ks, 10Ks, that's all you can explore. That's a very kind of classic to a North Node Gemini, together with the restriction and all that. And the idea is like, hey, I can't go 20Ks, but I can explore new territories. I can see still congratulations for the winners on the chat room, which is awesome. And you just remind me to make sure that I put down those names on a list that I won't lose it. So 1 second. I'm just going to put it on a list. There we go. Winners. And there we go. Done. Winners registered. And so the idea is to look at the positive. The idea is how can I empower myself? How can I oh, hermano, we're all winners because of me. Oh, hermano. Oh, I'm humble. Your humble servant. I am just happy to have you here with me. And I'm happy to know that I can kind of secure your place in the rocket ship and just get ready. Now remember, no, I'll talk about that later. I'm going now into that. And so, this energy, it's almost like a gift from the heavens that, I know it sounds funny, but the lockdown is directly a gift from the heavens because the astrology of this time and spirit and all of that, the guidance is to go inwards, to really look deep within, to really sit with yourself and realize with yourself what is real, what is not real, what is a lie, what is true, where are you deceiving yourself, where are you being honest with yourself, within yourself and in your personal environment, your relationship, your family, your friends, your local environment. So the fact that we're all in lockdown, organically we are in our own houses, only with the people who are around us or by ourselves. And because of that, we have to face ourselves, and we have to face those around us, and we have to face our feelings and emotions and everything that we process. And so it's perfect. It's perfect. Don't be a victim of this, because then you are missing the whole momentum. You're missing the whole point. And being a victim of this is the shadow side of this energy. It's how you're going to allow your mind to act upon traumatic pathways of the past, of the victim, of the abuse, of the restriction, of the suppression, and then that you allow that to speak through you and to convince you that that's your real voice, that's your authentic voice, and you're a victim, and you're wounded, and you are this, and you are this, and you are that. And then you drop into a spiral of mental craziness, discomfort, nothing that neither of us wants. So the medicine, the remedy is basically to counterstrike that with just being flexible, being mutable, looking into yourself and literally looking into the mirror and say, it's like, I have to be real here with myself. I have to be honest with myself. Where am I lying? We are all lying to ourselves on something in this time. You know, you may be lying on little things. It may be white little lies. Tell me lies, tell me white little lies. You know, this song, it's like that. It's kind of like, where are you fooling yourself? Like, I'm just being drawn into the chat room. I draw some tarot cards and big theme is resistance. Yes. We are resisting in forced lockdown. We are resisting in a vibrational way. I am not here to guide any resistance against the government or the law system. No, that's the last thing I need. I'm here to create a resistance here, a revolution here, a protest here. You know, same like this shirt. If you don't like the bank, if you don't like the old monetary system, if you don't like the corruption, if you don't like the fact that, you know, if you want your money and to do something with your money, there's people tells you what you can do, what you can't do. Don't go protest in the bank. Don't go protest in the financial institution. Don't go and, you know, protest on social media against the corruption. Just simply move to Bitcoin. Peaceful revolution. Why fighting if I can just take my stuff and go there? Simple. Very simple. You know, don't resist what's going on out there. No. Resist what's going on here. They try to take you there. Anything you see outside of you, in the system, in reality, is a reflection of what you are doing inside of you. Everything, including the poo, including the juice, including the lockdown, including all the suppression, all of that is a representation of what each one of us is doing here, just by the basic natural law of the universe. Simple as that. And so, yeah, we are being called to transform inside, to rebel inside, by choosing our frequency, by choosing the vibration we vibrate on, by deciding what thoughts we entertain and what thoughts we do not entertain, by choosing what are we exposing our consciousness to, which news, radio, TV show, Instagram, Netflix, whatever you do in your personal time, your TikTok, your Tinder, whatever you do with your consciousness is how you influence your consciousness that then unfold as you manifest your reality. So when I say how you're fooling yourself, you're really searching for true love, but you're still on Tinder, looking for quickies. Oh yeah, but what's that got to do with it? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not easy to be single. You need, that's a place where everyone go to. I am someone that everyone comes to, men and women, and they all tell me the same thing. Nobody actually really like it. Everyone can't stand it. So you're all singles. No one of you like being on Tinder or on social media in order to connect with people, but you still all go there because that's the place that everyone go to. Isn't that a big lie? Isn't that a big, excuse me? Are you fooling yourself, deceiving yourself? If all of you single, beautiful men and women don't like dating online, then why don't you just go to the disco, to the pub, or to the yoga, or to the retreat, or to the whatever? Why are you going there if you don't like it? Ay, ay, ay. Quickies is quickies, you know? It's like, yeah, see you later. I don't no strings attached. I don't want any commitment. I don't want you to know me too much, because then it means that I have to work on myself. I can't hide what I'm hiding when I'm doing a quickie, you know? And that's what it's about. And it's okay. If you are in a place in your life that is where you are, bless you. Your way is right for you. Because some people just came out of very abusive, suppressive relationship of many years, and their sex life has been disaster, and they decided now they want to have some fun. No strings attached. They just want to meet people, just to have some fun, just to open up again, and bless you if you are there. Bless you. No one can tell you what's right for you. All I'm saying is honor yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Make sure you do that. All right, so well, where did I go there? And so yeah, this time about the lies, about being honest, right? So let's say you're saying to everyone you're vegan, because vegan is one of the super cool thing to be right now, on top of it being a legit thing to practice as a way of living if you believe in that. But if you don't really believe in that, but you're only saying you're vegan because you want to be a part of the cool or the in or the acceptable or the approvable by the yogi community or by the meditating community or by the medicine community or by whatever spiritual new age cult that you want to kind of be a part of community, if only because of that you're saying that you're vegan, but then at home you sneak in and you eat the salami, why are you doing that? You don't have to apply to collective rules of behavior in a social conduct. No. Uranus in Taurus is saying, be unique. Be you. Be the unique you that you are. No, don't go follow the herd. Don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep in this time. Don't follow anyone but yourself. Only you know your North Node in Gemini. Each one of us has our own mind. We are different people. We are different personalities. We are different souls. We have different perceptions. We have different backgrounds, different cultural background, different religious background, spiritual background, different value system, different environment, different family, different... Everything is different between us all, and yet we are all the same. We are all consciousness. We are all souls. We are all spirits that wants to live a good life. And yet we are also different and unique. And that uniqueness is your truth. Bam. And so Natalia is talking to Paula about yoga. Fantastic. Awesome. Paula, yeah, Natalia is awesome. Awesome sister. So yeah, since all of you have immigrated away from Melbourne into Byron, suddenly we have so much Byronshire on our chat rooms. It's amazing. We started from a Melbourne-based community, and then everyone just did the exodus into New South Wales. And it's like, oh, hello, Lucy, welcome. Okay, so now I want to take you into a bit of back, reminding you that I spoke a bit about all this being true, being honest, being real. It's a continuation of the theme of this eclipse season with Mercury retrograde in Gemini. It's very intense process mentally. I don't know if you felt mentally in your best shape over the last week. You were not supposed to feel the greatest mentally over the last few days. And I'll explain a bit why. Because, finally you can see my mouse properly. Yay! So, what you can see here is that we have Mercury here on the 22nd degree of Gemini. Okay? And this is right now. So Gemini 22nd degree is moving backwards, is retrograding. So he's coming off now from the 23rd degree where he squared Neptune. In other words, he is literally 17 astrological minutes away, which means that he's still squaring Neptune. And so this why I started the love stream by making sure that everyone understand what I'm doing here with the Bitcoin kind of gifts and with everything properly, that there will be no deception, no illusion, no confusion, no nothing, no problems, no hiccups, no issues. It's very simple. It's just about kind of be clear. And so with Neptune squaring Mercury retrograde by itself can already be a bit kind of like confusion, rethinking, redefining, re-questioning, trying to understand what is happening, where to go from here, how to think, how can I change the way I think, how can I change the way I speak, how can I improve my communication, how can I improve my perception, my mental state. That's what Mercury retrograde is about. It's like, hey, check into your mind and just fix it. Little changes, Gemini. Small little tweaks, small little changes. I'm not talking about big changes. Small little changes like Miss Moose. Today she won the gift, right? She won, I don't know even how to call it because this Babylon scared me about the narrative, man. It's just like this gift. Miss Moose won today. And then immediately she said, oh my God, I never won before. And so for Miss Moose, for example, this kind of energy is kind of like, until now, because I never won before, my mind got used to the fact that I never won before, so I'm not a winner. I never win. I don't have luck. It could be translated there as well. And suddenly, here comes an experience for Miss Moose, and she won. And then suddenly, tick, 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 we are no longer under the definition of I never win, because you just won. There you go. That's your Mercury retrograde, a bit of different experience, square to Neptune on the light side, dreams coming true, miracles, magic, Miss Moose miracle, suddenly Miss Moose won Bitcoin, amazing, unbelievable, leave alone that this 200 Bitcoin will become 2,000 worth of Bitcoin, and with the years moving to the future it will become 20,000 worth of Bitcoin, but by then there will be no dollar, so it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're gonna get, let's see, if we do a rough calculation of okay, so if I'm putting here okay, it's around 0.004 Bitcoin, around there, 0.004 Bitcoin, something like that, right? That's what you want tonight. That's amazing. 0.004 Bitcoin. Dollar cost average. If every time you buy this amount, after 10 times you have 0.04 Bitcoin. If you do it 100 times, after 100 times you have 0.4 Bitcoin. And so the approach is like, don't let your mind narrative tells you, I don't have money, they are so lucky, they have money, I never have luck, I don't have money. You can buy right now Bitcoin in $5. Simple. $10. $2? $2. Like you put in the, in the game machine, in the video games machine, $2. $2 Bitcoin. If you don't have much money. If a person in El Salvador can now have Bitcoin, you can have Bitcoin. So don't let your mind tell you, no, it's too much for me, I don't know, because that's the narrative that you need to say. It's like, why am I lying to myself? Why am I deceiving myself to think that I'm not capable, I don't know how to do it, I don't have money, I don't have luck, nothing ever good happened to me? Like, this is your lies. This is your deception. This is your illusion. And so the Gemini small little tweaks is like, I deserve to have my needs met. I embrace unlimited universal abundance with love and gratitude. Unlimited universal abundance. It's not just money. It's happiness, it's love, it's health, it's joy, it's fun, it's excitement, enlightenment, whatever it is for you. Unlimited universal abundance. I have come to this place where I am right now, and I'm telling you, 15 years ago, 14 and a half years ago, when I came to Australia, and I got married as a 26 and a half years old, new immigrant with no working visa, with no ability to do anything because I was just a young man in a new country that just found his love and got married. I had to start my whole life from nothing. I had no degree, no title, nothing. But what I had was my experience. All my life I worked with my father. I worked in the building industry as a gardener, as a painter, as a coffee. I was an entertainer. I managed coffee places. I made coffee. I used whatever I could. And I'm telling you, 14 and a half years ago, I was scraping dollar coins. In the crisis of 2008, 2009, the financial crisis back then, we were scraping gold coins for petrol. And we lived on rice for a few weeks. Literally lived just on rice for a few weeks and scraped gold coins. This is where I come from in my Australian journey. Leave alone that my entire journey in the past also has more. So I'm not coming to you as someone that is coming from money and is like got his life together. Da, da, da. I know struggle on my own flesh and blood. I am how someone that was in the shits financially and struggling financially with no hope, with no future, with no direction, created a life for myself. I am the living example for that. And of course, I have things more to improve in my life as well. But I'm saying that to you, don't think I'm sitting here in my lighthouse and it's like, oh, easy for him to say it. No, sorry. I've been where you are. And so what I'm telling you is what helped me. That I had a vision board. And on my vision board, there was a figure of money that I put there. And I put picture of money, and I put picture of sound healing, and I put picture of a baby, and I put picture of all the things that I wanted. And I have a son, and I'm married, and I'm doing sound healing, and I love what I do, and I have crypto, and I'm generating wealth for myself and my community. And so don't think that you are less than me or more than me or incapable to do what I did, because you can. And if you think that you can't, that is how you lying to yourself. That's how you're deceiving yourself. You are robbing yourself from your birthright to have your needs met. And so, yeah, but nobody really loves me, you know. They come, at first they're interested in me, and then as soon as we have sex and they got what they want, they just go. They never stay. Okay, how can we change that? It's just my luck. That's who I am. That's what it is. It's like, excuse me. If we want to change that, we need to start now by saying, I deserve to be loved for all that I am, just as I am. How is that for you? I deserve to find true love. I welcome true love into my life. I am inviting true love into my life. How is that for a start? Okay, it might not happen tomorrow, but it might will. You never know. Uranus is in Taurus. Sudden unexpected relationships. Ooh. Leave alone that Venus is about to trine Uranus. We're going to talk about that, and that's pretty awesome. It might happen in a week or in a month or in 6 months or in a year. But it is as soon as you will be able to really change your frequency and your mind and your perception, the quicker it will come to your life. And so if it's about love life, if it's about money, if it's about your health, if it's about your mental state, if it's about who you are, your confidence, whatever it is, small little tweaks. We have been processing over the last week and a half the eclipse from the full moon. It's a heavy purge. Very dark, very old, very heavy. Reminding you again, if you don't remember everything we spoke about, I highly recommend you to revisit the lunar eclipse, the eclipse session we did last week, because we spoke extensively about this. This full moon eclipse ended Saturn return, planetary Saturn return, collective Saturn return, which has ended the cycle. We are now ending the cycle that began in 1991. Okay? Which is also correlated to the sixth sun of the Mayan calendar, which we spoke about last week as well. Fascinating stuff. But this is the end of, also on top of the 30 years, this is the end of this heavy energy that we were processing since the conjunction of Saturn and Pluto in January 2020. Why? Because that was the last time that we had the new moon solar eclipse conjunct Mercury. This is what happened back then in January 2020, where we had Saturn conjunct Pluto, the big conjunction, and we had Mercury and the Sun and Ceres there all together cooking on the 22nd degree of Capricorn. And this coming new moon solar eclipse on this Wednesday, again, it's gonna be Sun, Mercury, Earth, conjunction new moon solar eclipse with Mercury. And so we are finally now shifting, purging, ending the chapter of the dark spell. Think like you read Lord of the Rings, and you're suddenly reading this very dark chapter. that describes how the dark forces are basically being arming themselves and preparing for the war and blah 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 blah. And it's a very scary chapter. It's very dark. You can see how the dark magic is spelling all over the land and the dragons and whatever, right? Now, this coming week, we are basically finishing reading this chapter, and on Thursday evening, new moon solar eclipse, a new chapter. The rise of the guardians of truth. I love laughing. The rise of the guardians of truth. The truth is coming, family. I promise you the truth bomb will coming. And this week already provided us some really... something is not right with my headphones. Hey, hello? Something is not right here. What's going on? My headphone got jammed? Yeah? Oh, like that is okay? Like that is okay? Like that, no. I think I have a loose touch. So, yes, Natalia, ancestral stuff, definitely. This is deep. This is very, very deep, and especially today. I'm happy I'm making you laugh with me. That's part of the purpose, you know. Yeah, Mercury screwed up my headphone as well. It's a pretty expensive headphone, so I'm kind of like, no, I paid a lot of money for that. It's my precious. You know, but then in this time we practice detachment. Let it go, baby. Let it go. If it wants to go, let it go. Your old personality, let it go. Your old way of thinking, let it go. Your old soul, heavy karmic pollution in the trash bin that you haven't emptied quite a few lifetimes, let it go. Some external intruders that came into your body in traumatic experience in this life and been hiding deep inside your soul. This week we had Sophie from our community having a great removal of such energy. I had that too a few weeks ago. On the full moon eclipse, for me, that was the shift, a really powerful removal of something was lifted. And so, why is this deep? Is because I want you to look now at Mars. Here is Mars, 26 degree of Cancer over here, and is in opposition to Pluto, 26 degree of Capricorn. Okay, now this is very powerful because Mercury retrograde square Neptune, while we are cooking now for the new moon solar eclipse, and Mars is in opposition to Pluto, and the Sun was trining Saturn, and now Venus is preparing very soon by, when is it? It is, oh my god, where did I write it? Soon. I'll show you exactly. Why do I need a paper? Just going to show you. Venus. Let's talk about Venus. As soon as Venus is going to come into the 12 degrees, that's going to happen next week. On next Saturday, Venus will be trining Uranus. Okay? This is an important thing that is happening next weekend. We'll get there, but back to now. So you have I wanted to show you this process. Now, pay attention because now Venus and Mars, both of them in Cancer. They're both personal planets. Mars, the masculine, the mind, the self, the ego, the warrior, the action, the courage, the strength. Venus, the goddess of love, relationship, money, investment, sex, beauty, health. Both of them in Cancer. The home of the mother, the moon. The moon rules Cancer. And so both the masculine and the feminine are swimming in the lagoon of the emotions. We are in a very emotional waters right now. Because Mercury is squaring Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces, like the gods of the oceans. It's all just one big ebb and flow. It's all just kind of having its own kind of thing. Some days you feel spaced out. Some days you're confused. Some days you be this. Suddenly this visits you. Suddenly that visits you. And you sit there. It's like some days, literally this week, some days have passed. And I sat outside with a cup of tea at 10 o'clock at night. And I go like, how exactly this day have passed? I have no idea. How quickly did it become 10 o'clock at night? I have no idea. It's like the entire day just went like, you know, so Mercury, the mind, communication, Neptune, the dream, magic, altered state of reality, altered state of mind, drugs, psychedelics, recreational practices, medicina, mushrooms, all these things, kind of going tripping with the fairies, going connecting with the gods and the angels and the guides and seeing other worlds and communicating with spirit. That's on the kind of shadow substance abuse of Neptune. But on the cleaner abuse, just pure meditation, just pure healing, just pure retreat of going inwards and reflecting and communicating and channeling with spirit, with your guidance, with your essence of divine love. When you eliminate, so this week, if you have chosen to walk down the path of escapism, that is very predicted. You're not the only one. It's been all over the map. It was recommended to avoid escaping through substance abuse, but you might find yourself a bit more attracted this week to alcohol or to drugs or to reality TV or to TikTok or to Tinder or to whatever, just anything that can just take you away from the present moment of you have to face yourself, meditate and realize that something is going on here. Something is brewing. Something is in a process of realization. There is a bit of a fog, but in the fog there's this sparkling light and saying like, follow me into the truth. Follow me into the truth. But then there's a loud voice, but maybe I'll just have a bottle of wine first. I'll come soon. I just want to go on Tinder for a moment. 4 hours later. Oh my God, I was supposed to meditate and I completely forgot about that. You get what I'm saying? So this energy is very kind of like wanting to escape, not to confront, not to face. But then we miss the potential of actually having magical healing, realization, communication, like messages coming through. So if you are on your spiritual path and you're a meditator and you're a yogi and you're doing your things, this is a fantastic energy to communion with spirit, to really meditate. Meditate, journal, have a conversation, like the book Conversations with God. Speak to God, speak to spirit, speak to your guides, reflect with yourself, but try also to see, try to observe, I spoke about it a lot last week, try to observe your own mind way of reflecting, because that by itself might need a little tweak. Because even the way you reflect and the way you process, even that has been tainted by your false perception or trauma brain or whatever. And so we're all being forced to really be honest. So be honest even with your own way of reflecting. It's tricky. So don't dig deep to find it. No. Just put it out there and be there in inquiry and be there in observation. And I told you last week, and it's like this few weeks of a process. And it's not going to get it straight away. It's just going to be this ongoing theme of tick, tick, tick. Pay attention, especially today. What happened to me over the last few days with this Mercury square Neptune, when I woke up in the morning, when you wake up, but instead of getting out of bed, going to the toilet, brushing your teeth, washing your face, doing your thing, you just stay there. It's like you woke up, but you're not kind of waking up. You stay there in that kind of state of in-between. And in that time, there's this very meditative, reflective process of things that you usually won't necessarily process consciously. It's kind of and messages or insights or things that you may have suppressed because of your day-by-day things. That sign is like, oh, excuse me, I just wanted to remind you that I'm here too. So just reminders from spirits and pay attention to your dreams, very much to your dreams. Neptune rules dreams. And so that's Mercury square Neptune. Not alone retrograde of Mercury, and now it's and then square into Neptune kind of can be a bit mental. Can be amazing, can be very confusing and mental, and so pay attention, don't escape, face it, confront it, and have patience. Know that there is a magical process. There's alchemy here. There's alchemy. Now, Ceres is with Neptune there too. And so Ceres is the goddess of harvest, the goddess of harvest of the earth. So the fact that Ceres is together with Neptune as they square Mercury and all this energy is kind of what do you wish to harvest, my love? I am here as the agent of the universe, giving you an opportunity to shift your life to a whole new paradigm, a whole new vibration, a whole new direction. But of course you have the free will choice to continue as you are. What do you wish to harvest? Do you wish to harvest more of this mental mumble jumble that puts you down and lower your vibration and just kind of like make you feel like you are this and this and this and that? Or are you actually going to step up? Now comes Mars Pluto. Step up, warriors. Rise up, warriors. Take action for your emotional security. You're watching your mind doing all these things. Leave alone that all this process started from, full moon eclipse with Mercury alignment. It's all got to do with Mercury. It's all got to do with Mercury. A lot got to do with Mercury. But then comes Mars opposition to Pluto earlier this morning. This morning was the exact moment, but all the last few days were leading up to it. Mars, the power, the warrior, the confidence, the strength, the courage, in opposition to Pluto. The underworld, past lifetimes, entities, demons, medicine, Shambhala, the shadows, the creepy crawlers, the unconscious, subconscious, the trauma, the dark part of your soul. But it's not that Pluto is like dark. Pluto is an agent of evolution and transformation. So Pluto will kind of like bring in your face your suppressed inner processes, your unconscious and subconscious narratives, trauma narratives. It will kind of like, look at your shit. Look at you. Look at you and look at you. Look what you're doing. Not because I'm putting you down. Because I want you to transcend. I want you to evolve. Enough playing with this poo. You picked up poo. Well, this one is labradorite. Yeah, it's a love heart labradorite. It's not poo. It's precious. It's precious. It's funny enough because the moon nodes are still on the Pleiades. And the labradorite is known to be a good crystal to connect with the Pleiades. So, you pick up the poo and you play with it. And you go like, yuck, that's disgusting. But what do? I can't, and you keep on analyzing it. You keep on looking at it and look at that. Why? Oh my God! This is actually. It's like, oh no, it's on my face now. And it's like, why don't you just, if you don't like it, if it's disgusting, why don't you just stop playing with it and wash your hands for God's sake? That's the concept. But Mars in Cancer. Cancer is the waters of the mother, the emotions, the feelings, security, insecurity. So all our emotional insecurities can come up in Cancer. And you go like, I want to feel secure. The world is crazy. Everything looks weird. There's the poo, and there's the juice, and there's the lies, and the truth, and there's all these things, and I don't know what to do with myself. And Mars comes like, hello? Oh. Are you a child of the universe? Oh, yes, I am. Okay. I just wanted to remind you that inside of you there is the power of Creator. Inside of you there is the shining sun in the middle of the galaxy. Inside of you there's the life force that makes flower blossom, trees grow, to bear fruits for their growers. Can you please kind of understand that you have the power to act for yourself? To find courage, to create security for yourself, emotionally for yourself, by knowing that if anyone and everyone doesn't love you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change you. The only thing that changes you, is how you think. It's how you process. And so if this thought is causing you anxiety and stress and fear and insecurity, why are you entertaining it? Stop entertaining it. Take action by saying, enough with this insecurity that keeps on making me this Pluto in Capricorn. I feel suppressed, Capricorn. I feel suppressed and controlled. Pluto is control and power. I don't have the power to overcome this suppressing old trauma. It keeps on. Now, God forbid, I don't want any one of you to think I'm mocking any one of you. I am myself highly traumatic. And you see my reaction to that is like, yeah, that's who I am. I've got a nice list of traumas on my soul kind of notebook. I was given a lot of challenges in this life. Hooray! Am I going to be a victim or am I going to be a champion lion? Who am I? Am I a victim that gets traumatized? Or am I a lion that overcomes his traumas and shine his light into the world? That's what I'm talking about, okay? We're all traumatized. We're all traumatic. We all have crap happen to us. None of us. Mansi, welcome to the list, Mansi. Welcome to the chat room. It's good to have you here with us. And so yeah, this is about the Mars Pluto that happened earlier today. It's kind of like, come on, baby, come on, act for me. And it's the 26th degree of Cancer. It's like coming to the final degrees of Cancer. It's like, come on, you might, over the next few days, you actually might feel more of this dynamic. Your insecurities, your emotional insecurities come up really up to the surface, and the need to take action with courage and strength also to come up with a lot of, to kind of really make a change. And it's in opposition to Pluto, so you might face the forces and the processes and the thoughts and the people in your life that consider to be your restriction or your suppression or your control. Things that control you, maybe your addiction, Neptune with Mercury. What addictions are ruling you? You know, lately I drink too much coffee. I know it. I'm lying to myself if I'll say to myself that it's not something I need to change. I need to change it. And I lie to you if I won't tell you that. No, I'll be honest. I've been drinking too much coffee. You know? I haven't gone to gym. I want to go to gym for a long time and I haven't gone to. So am I lying to myself? Yeah. Am I deceiving to myself? Yeah. Because my soul wants to go to gym, but my lifestyle didn't allow me. I was so busy and I had so many things to do and I couldn't find the time. All these little lies that we tell ourselves that prevent us from being the empowered being that we want to be. I want to lose weight, but I'm still eating Chockies. I want to lose weight, but I really love my ice cream dessert every night after dinner, you know, because we're in lockdown, so what do I care? But guess what? After 2 weeks of ice cream desserts in lockdown, you know what happens? You come out and you go, far out, I put so much weight on, I feel so disgusting, I'm so ugly, I'm so fat, I'm so overweight. Boo, 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 boo. Then even more. So already from now, stop eating ice cream. If that's your addiction. Or coffee, or sex, or shopping, or Netflix, or whatever it is, you know. Don't fool yourself. Take action, Mars. Take action for your emotional security. And having Venus in Cancer too, she's like, yes. Yes. Say yes to love. Say yes to abundance. Say yes to finding home within where we belong, inside of us. Because the only place you will find stability and security in this crazy time we live in is inside of you. Forget about stability outside. Forget about security outside. If I'm telling you buy Bitcoin, it's a safe hedge against the collapse of the old economy, it doesn't mean that we're fully safe. No. It just means that we're putting our eggs in a few baskets. I told you a long time ago, it's not just go all in, just Bitcoin. No. First of all, make sure you've got food and water in your pantry. Long shelf food and water. Why? Why not? No food, no water, no life, baby. You can have all the Bitcoin in the world. If you don't have a pantry of food and the supermarket is empty, you're pretty done. Second thing, have some cash at home. Small units. $1, $2, $5, $10, $20. Why? In case the bank closed the door, you can still have some cash at home. You don't need to freak out and panic. Say yes to that. Take action for your security. Number 3, have some silver coins. Why? Because when local currencies go down, silver and gold are the next bartering store of value. In Venezuela 2 years ago, when their economy crashed, you would have used a coin of silver, 1 ounce of silver, to buy 4 chickens. Their money is in the street. And then have Bitcoin as well. Why? Because Bitcoin is the digital gold. Bitcoin is the future economy. Sooner or later, the entire world is going to transform into blockchain. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of how long until we get there. Now, you have the opportunity of once in a lifetime, once in a century, to create generational wealth for you and your future family. And it's the same thing like if you lived in the 1800s, when the gold rush was happening, the end of the 1800s, and you lived on a land that had a gold mine, okay? So you were basically mining gold. It's the same way. Right now I'm telling you, Bitcoin is going to become the digital currency of the future, the global money of the future. If you get some now, it might ease your way in the future, but it's not guaranteed. That's not going to be, I am safe because I have Bitcoin. Even if you have Bitcoin and silver and food and water and cash, it doesn't mean you're safe. You know, you can have all your stuff organized at home perfect, but suddenly, God forbid, an earthquake, all the house tumbles down, and all your silver, your Bitcoin, your food, and your water are gone. And so you need to understand that safety and security, I will act for my safety and security by having silver, by having Bitcoin, by having food and water, by having some cash at home, and by continuing to work and develop myself. But primarily, just a second, primarily, my foundation of strength, safe and security is in my truth-knowing connection to Spirit and to the earth. I know inside of me, I lived in my life in times and places that I had absolutely nothing on my name. And I was perfectly fine. And everything was provided. And so you will be the most secure and the most safe when you will train your consciousness and your soul to remember and to know that you are safe and secure, just by simply being true. And so the only place of true stability and security in these days is by being honest with yourself and truthful with yourself. And that means also, it's 10 o'clock at night and you're starting to watch your show, but today you're very, very tired. It wasn't a great day for you. And your body tells you, I should go to sleep early. And you're like, oh, that's all right, I'll just watch this show. And you watch the show and you're kind of like, leave alone, you're not really digesting the show because you're falling asleep. But then you kind of like, the show ends and it's like, and you drag yourself to bed. And go, why didn't I go to sleep earlier? Why did I lie myself that I needed to watch that show? It could be that little things. So, ancestral stuff, life stuff, lifetime stuff, karmic stuff, entities, all kind of intruders, traumas. This is the Pluto in Capricorn, bringing that up to you. Now, remember what I said about this 26 degree? Pluto is now retrograding on the 26 degree, and then it's going to move forward on the 26 degree. And later on in 2023 is also going to retrograde. So only in 2023, this issue we are processing now on the 26th degree will be over. So it's an ongoing process of at least 2 more years. So pay attention, keep on paying attention. It's this, I told you, it's that cube, it's that, how it's called, the cube with the colors, I forgot it again. Remy cube? Not Remy cube. Ruby cube. Every time you crack something, it's a code. And then you go like, okay, but now, oh, yeah. Oh, but something is missing. Boom, boom. Boom. Ah, yeah. That's the kind of the process. It's an ongoing transformation, evolution. But every day counts. So every day do your best. That's all you can do. Just do your best. Now, let's go into the moon. The moon is in Aries. The moon is now in Taurus. And it's coming into... It's going to travel on Taurus. It's going to come on top of Uranus. The main things that last week we had Sun. The Sun was trining Saturn, which is kind of like to give us the stability, a bit of stability. We also had the Mars Pluto we spoke about now. And if we go now into tomorrow, the Sun moves to 16, Mercury on 22nd, Venus 5, Mars moving to the 27th degree. Now, also remember, very soon, Mars is moving into Leo. I'll show you. So, but first let's move with this, and let's go here. 28 degrees, Mars. This is on. Where are we now? Tuesday. And one thing I wanted to say about the 10th, here's the 9th, Mars 28, Sun 20, there we go. And here is your new moon, solar eclipse. I'm just gonna move it a few minutes until it will get to that place. Okay, but now, excuse me, but I have to go to the toilet. And so I'll let you watch this kind of crypto stuff that we watched before the conference. I'll let you watch from the moment we stopped when he was saying that. and I'll be back with you in a minute. Give me 1 minute. So here he is again. Whoops, doesn't work. Doesn't work. What's going on? I don't know. Cancel. Mercury retrograde. Okay, doesn't want to work with me. I'll do it again. Let's see if it's gonna work this time. Okay. Okay, so we'll take it here. Here is the El Salvador president again. Respect. Viva. Viva El Salvador.
My name is Nayib Bukele, and I'm president of El Salvador. Great ideas are beautiful and have great power. But like most beautiful things, they can also be more fragile than we think. When I was a kid, we thought about the future and we were delighted by its possibilities. We couldn't wait for it to happen and be part of its creation. But now, ask almost anyone what they think about the future and they will say something along the lines of nuclear war, climate catastrophe, hunger, pestilence, the death of life. We didn't take care of the beautiful idea that we create our own future, that we as humanity can do almost anything that we imagine. Our ingenuity, what separates us from other species. In El Salvador, we are trying to rescue this idea and start the design of a country for the future, using the best ingredients that makes us who we are, while using sensibility to find the best examples of ideas from history and around the world. I believe Bitcoin could be one of these ideas. That is why next week, I will send to Congress a bill that will make Bitcoin a legal tender in El Salvador. In the short term, this will generate jobs and help provide financial inclusion to thousands outside the formal economy. And in the medium and long term, we hope that this small decision can help us push humanity this tiny bit into the right direction.
Viva, viva, viva El Salvador. Viva El Salvador, viva. So yes, I'm back to you, family. I'm back with you. Let me put that on pause. Okay. And so, hopefully that got you excited again. Oh, Tiffany's eating ice cream. I'm so addicted to vegan ice cream, Margie is saying. Well, Margie, vegan ice cream, that sounds pretty good to me, baby. Pretty good. Not that bad, not as bad as dairy ice cream, that's for sure. But yeah, good on you. Okay, so next thing I wanted to say is that this eclipse influence will happen until the 20th of November. So from now, from this Thursday until the 20th of November, this is the cycle of eclipse which we are beginning. Which means that we are going to have the next eclipses in Scorpio, people. Next eclipses are Scorpio eclipses, so it's going to be quite interesting, quite intense at the end of the year. There's a lot of things coming up for us, but I've picked up quite a few insights that kind of really uplifted me personally as for what's coming. I'm going to show you shortly. This new moon solar eclipse is happening in Gemini. And in Gemini, we are dealing again with the mental, with the definition of our mind, of our mindset, our story, the new narrative, how we want to think, how we want to look. Reminding you that this new moon solar eclipse is coming and it's conjunct Mercury, people. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini, and this new moon solar eclipse is meeting together with Mercury in Gemini. After all of them have passed the north node of the moon in Gemini, the future collective destiny is in the way we will think it. So I will say that, I've been talking to you about the warfare between the dark and the light. And so the main warfare is on our minds. And I've said it from the beginning of the poo. From 2020, I've been saying that to you. You need to understand that the real war is on our frequency. It's on our mind. If they are able to plant the narrative that they want us to think about the juice and about the poo and about the this, they are succeeding. I personally do not entertain it even for one little pinky second. Okay? I don't listen to what they say, even though some people say, "Oh, you're unplugged from reality." And it's like, yes, if that's your reality, I'm pretty unplugged from it completely. So what are you living in La La Land? It's like, yeah, you can call it that, yeah. But if you define it as La La Land, that's your definition. For me, La La Land is a pretty real place. So far, so good. Been vibrating very positive, not listening to the news. It's been helping me. It doesn't put me into all kind of weird stuff that they want me to be in. I don't really see all these horrible things they're saying or doing, but I did promise you some truth bombs. And over this last week, we had a lot of truth bombs. Here is El Salvador truth bomb, defining Bitcoin. You understand how huge it is? Do you understand that a legal tender, this is what we've been waiting for. It's the first country to announce Bitcoin as a legal tender. Now, I've always told the community, HODL is the best way because at the moment, the government is taking advantage of crypto. Don't think they're stupid. They're enjoying the benefits because they take 47% capital gain tax if you sell within 12 months. So all the people that go and buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell, the government is just like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. If you made $1,000, $470 of that is ours. Thank you very much. So, excuse me. And so the government has been enjoying the crypto journey as much as the people been enjoying the crypto journey, because the government is making 47% capital gain, including GST, if you are selling within the first 12 months. Why? Because they have defined it as an asset. Why? Because it's comfortable for them to define it as an asset, even though it's a currency. They define it as capital gain tax like a real estate. Why? Because it's comfortable for them to define it as real estate, because then they can charge your tax 47%. But if it's a legal tender, it's a currency. It's genius. So it's coming. Now, if you think it's going to stop in El Salvador, you're wrong, because now it's a snowball. No one wanted to be first, and then no one wants to be last. The country which will ban Bitcoin will become a third world country. The country which will adopt Bitcoin will become a first world country. It's as simple as that. It's a reset of the game, and the same way it's a reset for people, it's also a reset for countries. And so for the first time in history, poor little third world countries have a chance to improve the position in the big picture. So who is the leading countries with crypto? Portugal, Panama, now El Salvador. Which one? I forgot. Australia is pretty good, by the way. Australia has always been pretty good with crypto. And there's a lot of very successful crypto projects coming from Australia. We should be very proud of our local talents. And also the government has been pretty good with crypto, I must be honest, because they're making lots of tax. And so this is very, very good. Okay, now, back to this. At the same time that we have the full moon eclipse in Gemini with Mercury conjunction, and the North Node, it's about the future. Again, I took that curve into the place of like, we have to pay attention to how we think. This is where the victory is. The victory is in how we think. The victory is in our affirmations. If you're a light walker, spiritual person, a new age, a kundalini yogi, this yogi, a meditator, a qigong person, or kung fu person, or whatever it is that you do, and you define yourself as someone that is of the light and love and wants the good and da-da-da-da, our victory will be found in the little things as our thoughts. If all of us will stand up and rise up to the challenge and say that no matter what happens, I'm not going to let these sneaky bastards put any fear into my consciousness. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to sustain my vibration of love. I'm going to be thinking with love, positive affirmations, good affirmations. Everyone thinking like, oh my God, I better go there now before they start putting the juice, forcing this and this. Everyone's starting to base their decision upon the process that the juice is already happening as something of a dictatorship regime. That is our problem. That even you, thinking that you are free spirit, you're still planning according to what they are about to do. And by doing that, you are lying to yourself, you are fooling yourself, and you are deceiving yourself. Because you are helping them. You are supporting what they project onto reality. But let's drop some truth bomb, yeah? Yes, but Ami, how can that ever be changed? They are so powerful that the government... Excuse me. Can I please remind the classroom that the spaceships are still coming? And I've been saying it for a long time. But when the spaceships will appear in the sky, everything will change. The entire perception of reality will change. Everything will change when the spaceships appear in the sky. Why do you think Channel 7 of Australia released last week chapter 1 of a show called Phenomena, and this week, I think tonight or tomorrow night, they're doing the second chapter, and it's all about the disclosure of the US Navy interaction with a very intelligent craft, UFO, that was superior to them and literally put the middle finger in their face by tricking them all over the sky? Why do you think they suddenly expose on Channel 7 the secret base of America in Whoop Whoop out over there in South Australia, I think it is, where if you look at the Google map pictures of that place, you will see that the entire military base that is highly security, you don't know what's going on there, no one is allowed to know, it's a complete American territory, and that place is utilized for communication with nuclear submarines. So in case of nuclear warfare, that place in Australia is like a top class important functioning. And that entire base is literally a Metatron cube. It's unreal, it's unbelievable. You look at an aerial photo shoot of that massive acres of land, which is used by massive antennas like wires, things for radio telecommunication with submarines. The entire base from above has a grid of the Metatron cube, of the Merkaba. Like, it's amazing. You know, there's a lot going on there. But suddenly they exposed through this show the interaction of locals there with UFOs, quite weird UFOs experiences of not like up in the sky, down here next to the car. Now, humbly I will tell you that I don't need to see it in order to believe in it, because I've already seen it. I personally, in my personal life, have seen UFO. It flew above my car in Israel one night. It was weird. I was driving with my ex-girlfriend from her house to my house. It was around 4 a.m. Open road, no one on the road, open windows, hot summer night. Driving my father ute, and suddenly above the car there is this round disc with green light. And in that moment I stick my head into the window and I look up, and it's like literally like 30 centimeters, 50 centimeters above my car. And there is no sound, nothing. And I look at my ex-girlfriend, we both look at each other, and I look up again, and I go like, what the is going on here? And then in front of me, it just shoots, flies forward in front of the car, 500 meters, and it was literally a small, in the size of my car, flat disc, gray kind of thing with green lights underneath, and then it broke into the sand dunes on the side of the road. Now, we literally, back then, we were like young 20s, we were all into these things, stopping the side of the road, and we were like, hey! But we did like big 3 circles around the sand dunes, like vroom, 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 and went like, in 1 second, disappear into the sky. Until this moment, you know, I'm kind of like, wow, that was amazing. So I've seen them in my life, and I've encountered I had a lot of paranormal activities in my life. Nothing will surprise me in that section, but I'm telling you, before you project the Jews theory into the world and into the future reality and just remember, Uranus is in Taurus. Sudden, unexpected, shocking, traumatic changes, revolution in physical reality. Revolution of physical reality. Money, health, perception, agriculture, mother nature, sex, relationships, family, love, values. We're being forced to reevaluate everything. So be gentle with yourself, but this new moon solar eclipse is a massive new beginning, and you better put it out there for an awesome new chapters in your life of abundance, of success, of love. But you have to be real and you have to be honest with yourself, because otherwise you'll just manifest your lies. Ooh, nice one. Now, we've got Uranus on the 12th degree. Venus is coming closer to the trine with it. She will trine him 2 days later. Mars is on the final critical degree of Cancer on that eclipse. So the need to act for our emotional security will be in the triumph of the battlefield, in like victory towards the emotional security. Or for some people, by the way, those who have been in integrity, those who've been on a true soul path, those who've been devoted to their path of growth, of evolution, of healing, those who've been working on their relationship with the desire to have good, loving relationship, This is an awesome new beginning. Really, really awesome. Those who've been lying, cheating, betraying, deceiving, fooling, I spoke about a lot over this year, since the beginning of 2021, and I told you, the light allows the darkness to play. The light allows the darkness to play. But now, things are going to come out, and secrets won't be easy to hide, and affairs will be disclosed and discovered, and cheats and betrayals will be discovered more easily. And if you try to cheat or lie or deceive, it's going to become really hard. And so, watch inside of you how your own lies have been discovered, realized, and how a new truth emerges that forces you to stop cheating, betraying on yourself, and really, really take mass action of truly loving yourself. The other thing is that on this moon, there is the alignment to Saturn, like 13 to 20. It's like it's a trine, so it's supportive about the future. Is like what kind of people, Aquarius, what kind of people do we want to connect with? What kind of future do we want for ourselves? The structure of our future. And the moon, this new moon eclipse is also aligning with Neptune. So there's a real opportunity here for healing, right? For discovery of truth and miracles of healing. And there is like to create new connection. And then Venus 2 days after comes with Uranus, and you might feel, the need to do something new. Venus in Cancer. Now, by that time, I'm just going to continue for 1 day forward. After the new moon solar eclipse, we move in here. Here is Mars moving to Leo. And that happens on... Just a second, got jammed. There we go. On Friday night at 11:53 p.m. On the minute, I'll tell you if you want. There we go. On the minute. There we go, baby. Friday at 11:34 p.m. The Mars move into Leo. And now here the warrior, he comes to act for the lion, for the royal, authentic, true self. And that's going to be an interesting journey of Mars in Leo, because as soon as Mars is going to come to the 12th degree, he's going to be squaring Uranus. That's going to be a big... Don't you tell me who I am. I know who I am. We'll talk about it when we get there. There's a lot coming down there. At the same time that the Mars moves into Leo on Friday night, Mercury is going to be... the Sun is going to still be conjunct with the Mercury. The Moon is already going to be in Cancer, coming into Venus. So that's going to be an interesting weekend coming up for us next weekend. Jupiter moving to the 2nd degree of Pisces. And what else is happening there? And the next thing is Sun, Mercury, I said. Yes, I said that and I said that. Okay, cool. So now I want to show you the 3D of this solar eclipse, because as always, you know how cool it is and we love cool things. So just a second. I'm just going to fix something here. Okay. Just fixing my screen. There we go. Boom. 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 Oh, what is that about? That's not the right place. Excusez-moi, mademoiselle, monsieur, mademoiselle. There's a bit of a hiccup here in the way we facilitate this activity. Just give us one moment, bear with me, and we will fix it right away. There we go. No. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your cooperation. Please come back again. Thank you so much. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do it. Bam. 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 Here is our solar system. And here is... First of all, I want to show you Mars, Pluto. See? Here is Mars. Here is the Earth. Here is Pluto. That is your Mars opposition to Pluto. So we have the underworld there, all the creepy crawlers, the shadows, the fears from the past, the traumas, abuse of power, control, suppression in Capricorn. in opposition with Mars, the warrior in Cancer. I had enough of being victim, I had enough of being wounded by you, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna take over. And then as we turn around, Venus is there in Cancer too. And the cool thing about this thing is that, excuse me, as you can see, this is the Earth, the Moon. Sorry, you can't see it. A second. I'll go far a bit. Okay, here we go. So, let me fix it here. Oh, bummer. Just a second. Here we go. So you've got the Earth, the Moon, Mercury, and the Sun. Okay? Now this is all closing in. This is all closing in for the new moon solar eclipse. Pay attention. I'm going to show it to you from here. Okay? Here we go. As we move, look how the Moon and Mercury comes here. Oh, sorry, here we go. Mercury comes from here, and the Moon comes from here, and they both closing in on each other in a zoom. Look, one. It's annoying me. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So here comes Mercury. Here comes the Moon. They turn, reminding you that this was the full moon eclipse. Okay. And now comes the new moon solar eclipse. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, baby. Sun, Mercury, Moon, Sun. Godfather Sun. The source, the soul essence, shining the divine light through the mental Mercury communication in order to really deliver a new realization, a new delivery of a new idea, a new thought, a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of defining yourself. Mercury is in retrograde, which is anyway the right time to do that. Indirect with the Moon, the emotions, the feelings. I want to feel a new thing in Cancer, in Gemini. I wanna connect with new people. I want to get excited. I want to feel good. I want to deal with something new. And the Earth us, yeah? So this is a very, very powerful new moon solar eclipse. And to top that up, Neptune. Here you go. You see? This is how Neptune influenced it. Neptune is squaring Mercury. Right? So Neptune is kind of putting the magic spell on this eclipse. Are you going to fall for the dark spell of fear and, wounded, escapism, drugs, alcohol, shows, whatever? Or are you going to connect? Connect your mind with spirit. Connect your mind with the divine love. Connect with your angels, with your guides. And, really meditate and download a dream, magic, miracle. Can you do your vision board, please? Can you do your vision quest, please? Can you please put strong intentions out there, like Spirit is super watching and listening, because reminding you that the moon nodes are on the degrees of Archangel Michael and the Dark Angel. And here comes Uranus, by the way, while this is happening, right? So while Mars opposes Pluto, okay, and the new moon solar eclipse is conjunct Mercury here, okay? On top of that, Venus is also in Cancer, and now Venus is trining Uranus. Now Uranus, the way it influenced it, is trining Venus. You see, it's like a triangle. Uranus, Venus, Earth. If I look at it from above, you'll see it better. Oh, but Uranus is way out there, so it's a bit hard. So, but just try to imagine if I take it from below, maybe it's easier. Let's see. So, Uranus into Venus into the Earth. So it's like a triangle, if you can see. Imagine that. So the fact that Venus and Uranus are trining is a good thing. It's kind of harmonizing. And Uranus brings the quirkiness, like the urge to kind of, I want to experience something new. I want something new, some new relationship. So this is not necessarily for weddings. This is for quickies. This is kind of for like short meetings. I met someone nice. It was really cool. We had a lovely night. And surprisingly, I didn't even plan to do that, but we made love. It was amazing. That kind of a thing. So if someone romantic drop into your life on next weekend, take it with a grain of salt. It might be just temporary. It might be kind of just like a quick kind of relationship to spark your self-image, self-confidence, self-good feeling. This is also money, money, money. Must be funny in the Bitcoin's world, baby. Yeah. Uranus trine in Venus, sudden windfalls. I told you, there's astrology that supports the rise. So, and the next big thing that's happening on the 21st of June, on the solstice, is that Jupiter, on the 21st of June, is going to go station retrograde in a grand trine to the moon and the sun. And it's a super positive omen for abundance, for success, for good fortune. And that's coming on the solstice. And so I believe that from now into the solstice, and potentially, with crypto, for example, I believe personally that based on the astrology and based on the charts, that we're going to have a nice pump this week. Bitcoin and the altcoin's going to go nuts, right? So we're going to have like June, July, and I'm just going to say it into the camera. It's not a financial advice. It's not guarantee. It's what I know. It's what I feel. The June, July is going to be very, very bombastic for altcoins. Altcoins are going to bring a lot of profits, I believe. While Bitcoin is going to go from here up to the 50, then correct down again to the 30s, potentially even maybe to the 28 or 25. We will see when we get to July. But then end of July, mid-end July, each altcoin in its own rhythm, slowly, they're going to top. That will be, if you are willing and that's your part of your strategy, that will be a good time to scoop some profits out of altcoins into Bitcoin, because I believe that from the end of July, beginning of August, into October, Bitcoin is going to have massive 2 months in which we will achieve the 100K kind of top and pass it. Potentially October we're going to have a correction, but in October Jupiter goes direct, and it will cover all the area in which is retrograding from the solstice until February. So I believe that the bull run will last for Bitcoin at least until February 2022. But yeah, I think that June, July is going to be very, very bombastic for altcoins. And then August, mainly end of July, August, Bitcoin is really, really taking off. So back to this 3D. There's a lot going on there. Oops, sorry, I did the wrong window. There we go. There's a lot going on there and a lot of good things. So all we need to do, we just need to make sure that we're being really true and really honest with ourselves. Understand this, please, guys. A new moon solar eclipse. Sun, Earth, Moon, Mercury, Sun. Boom. It's a channel message. It's realization. Venus trine Uranus is also Uranus rules enlightenment, realization. With Venus, relationships. So if your heart is in the right place and you're in the right relationship, positive, amazing. This is for not for single. If you are, married in a long-term relationship, this could be great energy next weekend to really spice it up a bit and have some fun. Spice it up, do something new. If you're always doing it in one way, try to do it in a new way. You know what I mean. Bring some excitement into it, even if we're in lockdown. Don't say, yeah, but we're in lockdown, what can we do? Well, blast the sound system and dance naked in your living room. If you've never done that, I dare you. So if you like your privacy, just put your curtains down. But yeah, so really simple. If we will be honest with ourselves and truthful with ourselves, and we will be committed to our future destiny, North Node in Gemini, to our true future destiny, there will be breaking points. Mars will be able to take the action. Mars will be able to really overcome his shadows and Pluto. Venus will have that bzz bzz from Uranus to give us the excitement. Jupiter is going to give us the blessing of abundance and good fortune. So much good will happen. But if we lie, if we deceive, if we cheat, if we betray, if we do the black magic, if we fall down the deception and the illusion, this is why Neptune rules the media. Okay? If you're going to listen to the media, if you're going to worry about if Elon Musk buy Bitcoin or not Bitcoin, you're going to miss the whole concept. You're going to miss I don't give a crap about what Elon Musk thinks. I don't care what he thinks or what he does. When he sells Bitcoin, I buy more Bitcoin. It's simple as that. When they tell you not to buy Bitcoin, I buy Bitcoin. When they tell you to buy Bitcoin, I will most likely sell some. No, I won't, because there will be nothing to sell it to. So they will never tell you to sell Bitcoin, unless they want to buy your Bitcoin. So don't ever believe them. But please remember, with all this conversation about Bitcoin, I don't want you to think for 1 second that I'm here, one of those people that's like, we're going to make money, I'm going to make you rich. Can't stand that. That's not who I am. I want you to be safe. I want to make sure that you are safe from the potential of being screwed up by the system. That's what I care about. And I care about helping you improve in your life and empowering you to take action. So our community knows how I guide people about crypto. I am not going to tell you buy this coin because it gets you $10,000. It's not my job. It's not my role. I'm not educated. I'm not allowed. I'm not a financial advisor. But I can tell you one thing for sure. If you're in it for the right reasons and your heart is in the right place and you had your challenges and you've come to this time and space with me and you're doing it with integrity and you're going to empower yourself and buy the dip, buy yourself some Bitcoin. Buy yourself some Bitcoin. No, but it might go down to 32. Stop being greedy. 34,000 is cheap. 35,000 US dollars is cheap. Why is it cheap? Because from here we're going to the hundreds of thousands. And in a few years we're in the millions. So when we'll be in the millions in a few years from now, and I will remind you this live stream, you go like, far out, I can't believe that Bitcoin was once upon a time $35,000. I wish I would have bought it back then. It's the same thing like people say now, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin in $12,000 in 2017. There's a saying, everyone buy Bitcoin the price they deserve. So me telling you about Bitcoin is because I wanna share with you what I know with love. And so make your decisions for yourself, decide for yourself, but if it's up to me, buy the dip. And after you buy, don't worry about it. Don't be like, when is it gonna go up? It's a matter of patience. It's a lesson of patience. Saturn in Aquarius will reward you for the future, but you need to have patience. There's things happening. And it's for a long term. I want you to put it in your head. Long term. But Ami, so are we going to sell it at the end of the bull run? You can sell it for $1, but I can't guarantee to you that the dollar you're going to sell it to will last. So it's your choice if you want to sell your tickets on the life-saving boat for some dollars or not. Now, each one to its own. You need some dollar to cover your debts, to pay taxes, to pay credit cards. Your car just died, you need a new car. Absolutely take profits to improve your life. Absolutely. But am I going to sell my Bitcoin? No. No. My Bitcoin is there, sleeping. I don't disturb it. Don't disturb the king. Let the king rest. I will sell some Litecoin. I will sell some Digibyte. I will sell some Theta. I will sell some... By the way, Theta is going to be so exciting over the next 2-3 weeks. You're going to be poof. Literally poof. Theta is going to blow your mind, and Theta Fuel is going to blow your mind. Because the mainnet 3.0 launch is absolutely exciting. There's so many good things about Theta. So I'm a big fan of Theta, if you didn't know it by now. And so, plan your trade your plan. Don't be greedy. Don't let greed come over you. Remember that it's for safety, it's for security, it's for abundance of future. Make mature decisions. Don't go for the hype. Don't go for, my friend told me I should buy this coin. It's a 0.0000000000001 cent. I can buy 1 million of them in $10. That's a false abundance mindset. 1 million tokens of a shit coin is less good than 0.0001 Bitcoin. And so remember that. I love you dearly, family. Happy new moon solar eclipse. Our Patreon community will receive the new moon solar eclipse on Thursday. Going to make it a good journey for us. And we'll see how this week goes. We'll stay connected on the live chat in our Telegram chat rooms. Please support us by pressing like on this movie. Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon. Over the next 3 weeks, we're going to do 3 more raffles. Not raffles, sorry. It's not a raffle. we're going to do 3 more giveaways. We're going to give away a present, gifts. No purchase tickets involved. Just to make it clear. All you need to do in order to be eligible to have a chance was basically to be a part of our community. And so if you want to be a part of our community for this reason or for many other reasons, which is to be empowered and part of an awesome community of love, which I love so much, join us on patreon.com/healingthelight. If you need some guidance about cryptocurrency, booking a session with me. It will be my pleasure. Through our website, healingthelight.com. If you need healing session, it could be mental time, reach your hand, seek some help and guidance. And other than that, to the moon, people. We bought the dip and we're going to the moon, but keep it down to earth, stay humble, and remember to kind of stay positive, pay attention to your mind. I will just say to the chat room, let's see what's been going on. And ADB Mindset, thank you. And addicted to vegan ice cream, that's great, so worth it not to listen to the news and all these outlets. Peace of mind, exactly, Natalie. Ooh, spaceships, yeah, that's coming. Can feel they've always been here. You just can't see them. They've always been here. Pine Gap, okay, yes, Pine Gap, Natalia, thank you. Pine Gap is the location in Australia where it is. If you Google Earth Pine Gap, you'll see it's amazing. It's a Metatron cube on the Earth. Emily, MJ, good to have you, baby. Missed you. And Deborah and Manola. Oh my God, Manola, I missed you. And Marianne. Hello, Marianne. And David. Okay, David, brother, I love you so much. Did I miss anyone there? Sorry. Oh, I scrolled a bit too much. There we go. Oh, sorry. Let's go. Okay, so David, okay. And Simone. Love you, Simone. And Dor, Shavua Tov, Dor Vesano, I love you, brother. Dor, I'm so sorry. I'm going to contact you right now, brother. I'm going to contact you right now. I forgot about it. Sorry. It's been a nuts week. I love. Sending you love. I love. And Alexandria, thank you. And Tabitha and Tanya and Roll King, the champion Roll King. And Simone and Vanderpool, Natalie, Tabitha, Jules, Lynn, Dana. I love you all, family. It's been really, really awesome being with you tonight. I really enjoyed this live stream of just sharing a lot of crypto empowerment for you as well, on top of the usuals, and just sharing love. And I just wanted to remind you again how we started. To remind you that love is our religion, and we are love, and we are beings of love, and that's what we are, and that is the truth. So be truthful with yourself. Happy new moon solar eclipse. Happy new beginning. A whole new future. 2017 to 2020 is done. Saturn in Pluto in Capricorn, the dark spell is done. This is the light shining into your life saying, be true with me and I will be true to you. You show me a bit of honesty and truth and I will show you what you truly deserve, baby. And we're going to have such a party of Bitcoin in the hundreds of thousands of dollars at the beginning of 2022. You can count on that. And so love and gratitude for all your support, and stay positive, stay awesome. You know how much I love you, and I'll see you in next week live stream with another $1,000 gift of Bitcoin. Woohoo! Peace, love, and happiness. To the moon, baby. To the moon. Here we go. Oh, it's not. There we go. To the moon. Oh, Mercury retrograde, baby. I'll fix it, don't worry. Here we go. Okay, a bit of fun time. Remember the festivals? Here we go. A bit of festival vibe. Yeah, baby. Alright. Love your family. Have a great week. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. You're champion people.
Yeah. Love.